Told you I wasn't going to interview, but here we are.
Here we are. Our agentic AI and how we're rolling out for our customers. I think it's very exciting. It's very prescriptive. It's actually solving business challenges. It's not just wide open. Here's technology for technology's sake. Thank you. And it's going to be a lot of deep functionality that we're rolling out. So our customers are excited. The amount of phones I saw up taking pictures of slides during presentations just shows how excited they are. And they're going to be critical to providing that feedback loop to us and to our AI agents to make them better and see how we can really benefit our customers out there.
Yeah, a lot of talk about Infor velocity and OS too. I think that's a unique differentiator for you guys, something that not many vendors do.
It is. It's a platform built on AWS. It's deeply integrated all the way down. And it's with our data lake, our analytics, and our AI built on top of that. It's kind of a ready-made platform that we can install for our existing customers, new customers, to integrate a lot of disparate systems that are, whether they're on-prem or in the cloud already, very strong integration capabilities, data governance, security, on and on. So it allows customers that aren't necessarily ready for ERP upgrades or WMS upgrades, what have you, to still modernize and get off of their antiquated systems and then have a platform to scale and grow.
Gotcha. Cool. Thanks for being on camera. Even though I promised I wouldn't ask you questions.
My pleasure.
Do you know where the
Alex should be coming down in just a moment.
Okay. If not, I can find Steve too. I lost him too. This is the beauty of live. I'm not turning off.
Yeah, I know, that's tough, right?
Let me see if I'll see if you find him first, and then so this is actually a really good event. There's probably about 500 people here, and I think they said there's 300 or so customers here, and then a bunch of people from Infor as well. So they try to keep these fairly small or relatively small compared to the really big, massive ERP conferences that most vendors will do. So it's kind of cool that they're localizing a lot of this content too. And hopefully we get to one of the ones outside the US as well for our international teams as well. So we've just got a couple people. It's like herding cats here, trying to get people all in the same place, as you can imagine. You know where Steve went by chance? Were you talking to Steve Levy a minute ago? Do you know where he went? Okay.
You look in there?
He went that way. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I know it was this way, but I don't know if it's that way or this way.
Sorry to miss. Yeah, I know. I'll find it. Actually, very spread out of it too. They've got a lot of little breakout sessions and whatnot too, which makes it tons of content for the size of the conference it is. There's probably 6 or 7 tracks going on at any given time, so it's almost overwhelming just trying to keep up with it all. No luck. I was keeping go interview him right there in the middle. Yeah, I've got 2 more guests I'm going to talk to today. Tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be talking to Kevin Samuelson, who's the CEO of Infor. He'll be on my podcast tomorrow, as will Soma, who's the president and chief technology officer. So that'll be super interesting too to get those both on camera as well. Unfortunately, can't get them live here today, but tomorrow we'll get them for the podcast on later in the show for those of you that are watching the podcast episode. Lots of swag here too. I feel like I have to get my money's worth. I didn't pay to come here, but if I did, I would have made sure to get my $800 worth of swag here, which you definitely can do. There's lots of good swag. That's how they get you. That's how they get you to convince to come to these conferences. Lost them both. It's just here. I was watching him because I was worried he was going to leave, and then somehow he left. Probably knew I was about to do it.
He wanted to do this. I'm sure he did.
Interview the security guard in the meantime. What are your thoughts on the conference so far? No. All right, just watching. Okay. No, you don't get that. They don't let you go listen. You can't go listen, or you get free food at least. No. Well, I'll sneak some out. If I see any snacks, I'll sneak some out. Found him. There you are. All over. How are you?
Good. Live stream?
Yeah, we're live. Are you
All right,
okay?
I got about 13 minutes. So
13?
deliver
Yeah,
to
we'll
you.
make it fast.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna have you hang on to that.
Absolutely.
You can just hold it. Yep,
Yeah,
right there.
sure.
Perfect. Make sure it helped you were on camera as well.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, Alex. Who are you? What do you do here? All
Sure.
that stuff.
So I'm the Vice President for Transformation at Infor. I've been in the ecosystem about 8 years or so. Before that, a couple of years running operations for an aerospace and defense manufacturer.
Okay.
And about 15 years before that, national security.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been fantastic. So I kind of sprinkle across a few areas. So sales support, product development in terms of approach and timeline for the industries, and supporting the product development team, and as well as supporting the strategy team.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So what are you learning so far? What's the biggest piece of information or takeaway you've had? I know we're not completely through the conference yet. We got a lot more to
Sure.
cover, but what are you most excited about right now?
So, I mean, the AI agents that were debuted, Kevin and Soma came out and kind of showed us was absolutely fantastic. So seeing the evolution of that, AI is seen as a catchphrase in a lot of places. Like, what does it actually mean? Is there something tangible? It's every company's, oh, we're doing AI. What does that actually mean? We've finally laid out the agents across the system. It's just absolutely fantastic. And that continued investment is now becoming real. And we're seeing that across the board, which is great. So for me, that was a really big show, big takeaway.
Right.
Good. And for me, it was also great to be able to meet. So we've had a couple of customers here. I grew up largely in the aerospace and defense side, but also in manufacturing, but with time in industrial and high tech electronics and a few others. But one of the reasons I came to Infor is in Iraq in 2008. I had it's an Army Special Operations team on the ground, psychological operations, and we had a platoon from SEAL Team 3 was there. It was Chris Kyle, so it's in the movie American Sniper. And remember, it was pretty wild. So I remember at one point our driver identified what ended up being about a 25-pound bag of homemade explosives, roadside bomb, remote detonator on top, and he said, "Look, we got to get our vehicle with the the jammer in the bubble so that we can protect the guys on the ground from this explosive device." So for about a couple hours, I'm looking out my window at this bag of explosives, and you can get readings on the jammer that basically the bad guys are trying to set it off to hurt us. And we made it through that that situation. It was able to be diffused and taken away. That vehicle, the boards and the jammers, the radios, they're all built on Infor software, all of it. So like the only reason I'm standing here is to be able to. So I get to meet a couple of customers that built some of that equipment, and some of the more senior members of the company here that I hadn't had a chance to meet who were around during that time, who contributed to to me being here.